welcome to another amazing episode of Spoilers for Days, a show where the girls, the gays, and the theys come together and spoil your favorite shows from our perspective. In collaboration with Live by Live, shout outs to Live by Live in the chat. Thanks for holding it down and powering the stream. I am so hyped to be here today. Let's go! We are going to be covering Marvel's What If Episode 6 and a very special interview with the animator, Tegan Laing. Oh my
Yay!
gosh.
I'm so excited.
Welcome, Tegan.
Woo! We have to introduce our special guest, Tegan Laing, an animator and an avid gamer. Shout outs to that, who is currently residing in Australia. So thank you for giving us the time. I don't even
What
know
time
what
is it
time
there?
it is
Yeah.
right
It
now.
is 9:30 in the morning in the future on Friday.
Oh my
Wow.
We're in the future.
Thank you. Well, Tegan has worked in animation for over 6 years, so she is a seasoned vet. Currently, she works for ILM, the Disney-owned studio, working on most of the Marvel and Star Wars TV shows being produced. She serves as a senior animator on the What If show for Marvel and at another studio in Sydney, notably animating specifically the Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands, as well as the Killmonger Rescued Tony episode.
We love it.
We
love it. We love it.
Yes, ever. I'm
Yes.
geeking out. Oh my friggin' gosh. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today, Tegan. And I really kind of want to start though first with your love for the nerdum. I feel like we ask a lot of our guests here first and try to get to know them about like what brought you into the space, what brought you into nerdum. And since this is a Marvel show right now, we really want to know what kind of got you into Marvel. What was your first experience with the Marvel universe as a kid?
I would say with Marvel specifically, it's probably the old Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, that one. Yeah.
Yay.
So probably that would have been one of the first sort of Marvel stuff, but like nerdom in general. I mean, I've been gaming probably since my earliest memory, like Commander Keen era and like
Oh my god.
Total Annihilation and that kind of stuff. It's just like way back. I'm probably aging myself at that
Oh
point.
my god, Retro Queen, stop. We stan it.
Mhm.
Yes. I
Mhm.
love it.
You worked on the animation for the Doctor Strange and the Killmonger episode, which is the one that just came out. What scenes specifically did you help animate?
So most of my work was actually on the Doctor Strange episode. I didn't I think I was only on the Killmonger one for maybe 3 or 4 weeks or something, 3 weeks, something like that. For the Doctor Strange one, the probably most notable scenes that I animated would have been the transformation scene when he absorbs the bat monster. I did that transformation. And then when he absorbs the tentacle and he becomes like that Doctor Strange tentacle thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Really
it was quite challenging. But that one, and then I did the Obang, the first half of the Obang death scene. The flying through the air, punching the two Stranges, fighting.
Oh my god, that was
It's a whole
so good.
And when he first sees the Ancient One, when she comes down and he starts talking to her.
Ooh, that's sick.
I'm really interested in like your personal story. Like, how did you become an animator? Why did you decide to pursue this career? Like, what was your journey to this point?
I was actually completely I accidentally fell into this career.
Oh,
Yeah, my plan was to be an astrophysicist. Which is like I still love it. I still got like my astronaut that I have on my arm and stuff like that.
Love it.
It didn't. So I applied for universities for astrophysics and I got into a bunch of them. And then I also really liked computers, so I applied for like a programming type course. Got into that as well. And then when I went to universities to check them out, I just really liked the computer one a lot better. So I ended up going into that instead, which I don't quite a I feel like my life has this like path, and it just kind of. So I always wonder like if I'd end up like doing what I had originally planned, where would I be now? But I don't know. So I went to this computer one.
You
and
ended
I
up exactly where you're supposed to end up.
Yeah, I guess
Because
technically.
you lit up our
upset about
lives
it.
with that episode, like truly.
Totally.
Yeah.
Plug us some other works that you've worked on that kind of got you to here, that got you to the stage of doing Marvel's What If.
Oh man. Well, so the university I went to Carleton University in Ottawa in Canada, and I did like a kind of hybrid computer programming and graphics course, and they had like one animation course that they did, and I loved it, but I ended up working for the federal government for 2 years after I graduated, and I just really didn't like it. Like it was, I would go like 8 hours
no.
and 15 minutes of work, and like it was just I couldn't. So after 2 years, I just like up and moved my life to Vancouver, which is the other side of the country, and took a 1-year animation course. So I was like, I remember really liking that one animation thing that we did. I graduated from that, still had to wait a while to get into the industry because there's so many people trying to get in at all times. But I ended up, my first job was, I don't know if you guys remember this, Veggie Tales.
Oh my god, who doesn't know Veggie Tales?
The break.
I ended up taking over as a lead on that show in about 7 months, which was pretty cool.
Dang.
To work as a lead. And then they switched me over to Ninja Turtles, the team
Yeah.
in 2012
Are you joking me?
series.
I'm
That was-
crying right now.
That
Oh
was the
my
second one.
god.
Then I was a lead on that one for a couple episodes. But it was, like the season 5, the very end, like, I don't know if you saw the 2012 series, but like the Mad Max spin-off stuff.
What?
Okay.
Literally, you're like,
Just-
you are getting like all of our dream jobs. If like we were animators, like, those are like, I would be like dying. I'd be like, yo, that's amazing. That's
Oh,
super
man.
cool. What is your dream project then, Tegan? Like you've worked on so many great projects. So like, what would you like to work on?
Uh,
I mean, you're
Well,
in
once
What
I-
If for Marvel. I'm just like, how do you even get better than that? I
Yeah.
really don't know. But
pretty peak. Yeah. No, I think, well, because I switched over from TV to feature as well. So I've done like a few movies now, and I quite like the feature aspect of animation as well. So I kind of like, I'm probably dream would be working on something with Pixar, or honestly anything that is like animated Star Trek kind of stuff. And they've come
Oh
up
my
with
gosh, how
something recently
fun.
that is animated Star Trek that they're going to be working on, which I kind of want to get on. That's TV, I think, again, but I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Cool.
we're putting out the vibes. We
Yeah.
want to track that
Yes.
for you. We're
Yeah,
putting
put 'em
out the vibes. Yeah, we are. I'm like, I
So
want
what-
that.
What is the difference? Like, what do you like more about features rather than like episodic? Is there like a big difference?
There's a mass difference, yeah, for animation. Mostly the biggest difference, the only real difference is quota. So for TV, you have to do it really, really fast. So the average TV show, and this is probably not something most people realize, but the average quota for one animator for TV is about 32 seconds a week. For feature, it's about 5 seconds a week.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
big.
you've got
Wow.
What a difference.
there's a mass
Wow.
difference. It means that in feature you can kind of spend a lot more time. You can get a lot of the polish done. You can like smooth out your arcs. You can do all this kind of stuff that you can't really do in TV, because in TV you have to be like go 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 go.
Yeah.
So like the highest quota I've worked on was actually Spy Kids, and it was like 60 to 75 seconds a week, which is almost unheard of for animation. It's
crazy.
really
That's
really hard.
Insane. What do you
Whatever.
do like in your spare time to fill that I don't know, creative spark somehow? I feel like as a creative you're consuming maybe media or something to kind of feel a little inspired, but that might just be me. I'm curious, Tegan.
I mean, I play
do
a
anything?
lot of video games, so it's probably that.
You have like a top
Um,
you can what you currently vibing with right now, anything
Well,
that
Well, my favorite series of all time would be the Dark Souls series.
okay.
Mm. Oh,
Specifically,
she's legit, y'all. She's named Dark
Yeah.
Souls.
That's actually- that's
Let's
that tattoo.
go.
That
Oh,
is-
Dark
oh
Souls.
my god.
so yeah, it's Dark Souls. Like the first Dark Souls is my favorite, but really the whole Souls series, like going through all of them, Bloodborne, Sekiro,
Nice.
like all that.
When you were creating those scenes for Doctor Strange, like, did you have to come up with that visually in your mind and then, put it to the screen, or were they like, this is what this needs to look like? Like it was like a blueprint, very specific. Like, I just was wondering how much freedom y'all have.
So it's a bit of both, actually. We get a storyboard that is done by Marvel, like the head office essentially, and they send the storyboards through, and we can look at that, and it's pretty good. Like some scenes are a little bit more sparse, some scenes are a little bit more like planned out. but they're also kind of like, you're not married to it. That's just like kind of what they're thinking. If you come up with something else, you can try it. It's just like you're kind of taking it on your own risk because it's your time. Like, you don't have that much time.
Yeah, and if they don't like it, they're gonna be like, "Why the f did you do this?"
Yeah,
the
and sometimes
pressure.
like you'll throw it up to the anim supervisor, and he'll be like, "No, let's like stick to what the boards have done," and that's fine. I mean, like you still got some creative freedom in there. Like I would shoot all my reference in my apartment because I did the whole show in lockdown, so I didn't go into the studio once.
Wow.
But so I would shoot all the reference in my apartment, and then like the nuanced acting and all the things like that would be completely the animator. So all of the actual performance stuff, apart from the main sort of beats, is the animator. And that's that's where like getting that reference and throwing it into Maya and kind of trying to get that whatever you've pulled through in your acting, this is why I'm not an actress, because I've looked at some of my reference and it's bad.
I feel
This
like
is
so much
cool.
education.
I
Yeah, I've
know.
learned so much.
I'm like, oh, cool.
We haven't even talked about the episode.
I know, right?
I'm just fascinated.
I know. I'm literally like, this is a whole separate show. All right, we're gonna hit you up later. We're gonna go off on a little bit more animation because I'm curious. I want to be a fly on that wall. I want to see like. I've seen a little, video game mocap things, but like animation's different, like that's so cool. So I'm super hyped, and thank you for like giving us that insight, because you talk to people who work behind the scenes and they're like, it's hard. They don't know how much of the process they want to give up, right? It's a magic. There's that illusion of the finished product, and I'm like, I want to know the nitty gritty. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I want to know about the blood, sweat, and tears. I want to know how awkward you felt shotting those reference shots in your apartment over here flying towards somebody as Doctor Strange.
That is so funny.
You have a blanket around your neck like the cape.
Stop.
I love it.
No, the cape we actually did have to hand animate for most scenes, which was just
No.
it was a nightmare. Yeah, it was.
Fabric.
And there'd be like
Wow.
scenes that we'd finish, and then they'd be like, "Oh, actually, can we add the cape? We need the cape in this scene." And then you just have to be like, "Oh my
not
god."
the cape.
I know.
We did love the cape, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was like my favorite
The
character
cape
from that
is
episode.
the best Avenger. Cape is best
yeah.
Avenger. Thank you so effing much for all of the information that you dropped on us. Like, this has been I've just been sitting on the edge of my seat this whole episode listening to you.
It's
Seriously.
amazing.
In fact, I want to
insight.
have on people.
Seriously.
So great.
We're,
This has been really
so much.
lovely, guys. Thank you so much.
Guys, thank you so much. Please
If
check
anyone
us
has
out.
any other questions about this kind of stuff, just hit me up on Twitter. I will respond.
Will
Aw,
do.
yay, totally.
We've got all the links going on in chat and in the descriptions in this.
Yes.
So please go check Tegan out. Support the animators that do all the hard work for the things that you love. Thank you so much for joining us for today.
Get that anime tattoo, girl.
Yes!
Will do.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me today, and everyone in chat for hanging out with us and letting us geek out about our favorite shows. We talked about What If. We had an amazing
The highlight of my
guest
week.
on the show.
True.
Yes, just geeking out with y'all is so much fun. So I really enjoy it. Now, we have our watch parties every Wednesday at 5 p.m. PT and 8 p.m. ET. So if you're ready to watch the next episode with us and the fellow queens, be sure to
What's
join
the
the
next
Discord.
episode? Do we know?
Oh, do we know the deets? I don't think we know the
The
deets.
next one. I don't
I'm
even know.
curious. But if you join us there, I'm sure you'll see us there. Say
Yeah.
hi. That's when you can watch and get our live reactions of the episode going. And then, yes, we'll be back here Thursday, 5 p.m. PT, 8 p.m. ET, for more spoilers for days. I hope we all see you there. Thank you so much, Jackie, for joining us as well. MaidofMight, thank you. Had an amazing time, and I hope to see you next week, y'all.
Thanks,
This is
BK.
Spoilers for days.
Thanks, BK. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.